welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I want to show you a new recipe that I have found that I'm thinking is going to be really good. Now, I will tell you that this is a new one for me. So, I already have done a little prepping, so the video won't be quite so long. Let me tell you, the name of it is an easy baked ravioli. And in the recipe, it said that you could use the cheese ravioli or the cheese tortellini. I thought all this time that I had the ravioli, but when I went to my refrigerator, what I had was the tortellini. And it said it wouldn't matter at all. So this is what I'm using. But to kind of speed up the prep, let me tell you what I did. I took a medium-sized onion and I chopped it, and I sauteed it in a tablespoon of olive oil for 3 or 4 minutes. And then I added a pound of lean ground beef. If you wanted to use turkey, I'm sure you could. Then, after that was browned, I put, it says 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, and I did 4. And if it needs draining, now is when you would drain it. Now, my ground beef is very lean, so I didn't have to. But now I'm going to add to that about a teaspoon of salt and about a teaspoon of pepper. We like pepper. That's just to your taste. All right. Now is where you could use store-bought marinara or ragu or whatever. But this summer, a sweet friend of mine, Miss Ellen Oakes, sent me a recipe for homemade spaghetti sauce. And it was toward the end of the summer, and my tomatoes were almost gone. But she even gave me the tomatoes. And I made several quarts. It's really good. Now, this quart jar is larger, I found that out, than a jar that you would buy in the store of Ragu or Prego or something like that. Because what you're supposed to do right now is to put 2 cups of this marinara sauce in, that's 1, in this ground beef mixture. And just let it mix real good for a little bit. And I'm going to turn my stove up. And then it says to take the other cup and save it. So I'm going to take, well, it's only that much left. So I'm just going to add that much more to my ground beef. All right. Now, calls for a 9 by 13 pan, and I have sprayed my Pyrex dish. And somebody asked me, would I please turn the camera down? I'm going to try my best to do that while I'm mixing it up. I'm learning. Yeah, when you're 67 years old, it's hard to learn a lot of new things. But with people's help, I'll forever be grateful to John with Coffee Time with John and his mama. Because he's the one that told me how to do this so I didn't tie up my phone all day long. And I thank him so much. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this down so you'll see. And then I'll turn it back up in a minute. Okay, I hope you can see. You take your other cup of the sauce, the spaghetti sauce, and you put it in the bottom. All right, right, I'm just going to spread that out a little bit. This homemade is probably a little more liquid, I would think, than what you buy, but it sure does taste good. Okay, you're going to take half of the bag and just kind of, the recipe says you don't want them to overlap. So we're not going to let them overlap. And you're going to use half of this bag. And that's about half, I think. Okay. Now, this sauce right here, we're going to use half of it. I'm going to get a spoon right here. Just, okay, spreading it over. See. All right. The recipe calls for 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to put 1 cup right here, so I will be able to save the other. Making a mess right here. Okay. Just going to spread this over it. This is going to almost remind me of lasagna a little bit because it's got the makings of it. Calls for a cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm not going to measure this out. I'm just going to sprinkle what would be about a half a cup over this. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the other half a bag of the tortellini. And like I say, you can use the cheese ravioli. That's what I thought I had, but it's going to taste the same. And in the recipe, it even says you could use either. Scout's at my feet. He's thinking I'm going to drop something, which he helps me keep my floor clean while I'm cooking. All right. I'm just kind of spreading these out without overlapping. And there's one more, so I'm going to put it right there. Going to put the other half of this sauce. I hope you can see better. You know, I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'll use the another cup. This is 4 cups in here. Try to buy the big bags because I use it so much. Just gonna sprinkle this mozzarella over it. Push that down. And then gonna top it with this shredded Parmesan. Uh-oh, I used more mozzarella, didn't I? that's okay. I thought, that sure is a lot thicker. So that's going to have a double dose of mozzarella, but that's okay too. You know, cheese is good. All right. Now let me get my aluminum foil. Because it says to cover it. So we're going to cover it. I'm going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to then take the foil off and turn my oven on broil for just long enough to kind of make the cheese a little bubbly and brown. Okay, let me set my timer for 30 minutes. All right, I'll be back when that time's up. Okay, I cooked this dish for 30 minutes. Then I changed from baked to broil, and maybe I let it broil 3 minutes. You have to watch it when it's on broil or it will burn in a hurry. But it smells so good. And let me show you. Turn my phone down. And this is what it looks like. Okay? I'm going to get me a little of it and see how it looks. Now, I just took it out. It probably would be a lot better if I just let it set for just a minute. Oh, there's some cheese. All right. I'm going to let it cool just a second before I taste it, because with that cheese, it will really burn you. But I wanted to tell you, if all goes well, we're going to go tomorrow. I'm waiting for a shipment of more cookbooks to come in. I'm down to about 200, and I don't want to be without any more. So I had ordered more, and they're supposed to be here Tuesday. And if they come, we are going to be ready to go to Louisiana. We won't be able to see Blake unless by some chance he comes home while we're there. But we'll get to see our other grandchildren, and they will finally get their Christmas presents from Gigi and Granddaddy. But I may not be cooking while I'm there. We're only going to stay a few days because Harold has to have therapy. But what I plan to do while I'm there is maybe just get on and talk to you for a minute and let you know how things are going on with our baby. Thank you so much for praying. And we're hoping within a week, maybe 2 at the longest, that he's going to be home. But anyway, it's been a great day here, and I hope you have had a wonderful day. I hope you'll remember to be salt and light. Don't worry about what's going on in this world. Keep your eyes on Jesus, because he is the only one that can bring us peace. I love each of you. Bye-bye. I did want to tell you one more thing. For those of you who are mailing your orders in, continue to mail them, because there's someone here that will be here at our house to take care of all of the mail that's coming in, and as quickly as I get back, I'll start back shipping. But I wanted you to know that there will be someone here that will be taking care of that for you. So go ahead and send your orders in. Thank you.